Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's time for a randomizer run. I do believe this is the first time we're doing the randomizer for Mirror Dungeon 5. I haven't changed too much, so things might work a little bit weirdly. The select path especially is going to be weird depending on what we choose for Starlight, but that's fine. We'll just run normal settings, that sort of thing. See how it goes. First turn of every fight, only use defensive skills. Ooh, that's certainly fun, isn't it? Tremor start is not bad when we get rid of Ryoshu and Mole or Otis. You've got Sloth. We could theoretically get NO active sometimes, but I think it's only you through Sloth. Grip Sinclair and Earl King, though, which is certainly something. Oh yeah, I didn't think about this. You know, let's just ignore the select floor right now. I forgot I need to add a 5th floor option to this entirely. Okay, we'll ignore that part, and we'll just build the team. We'll send it. Ego's looking fairly normal. Shame we didn't get asymmetrical inertia, because that could synergize well with the tremor stuff, but... Or we didn't get actually... You know, we didn't get any of the good tremor egos at all, did we? We've got, like, binds, but I think that's generally the only thing we've got for tremor as far as egos go. That's fine, we might still be able to get some decent tremor usage out of these, too. Maybe. Right? Something like that. I don't know. But alright, give me a second to build the team, then we're gonna get into it. I'm kind of surprised that I didn't immediately realize the fact that with this whole catch breath thing, it means we are going to be horsing around every single fight. Huh. Well, this will be funny, I'm sure. We've got the team built, all that sort of stuff. As far as what we're choosing here, IDK. Let's do that, sure. Bunch of levels and stuff, just because why not? I think that could be funny. Don't really need Yu-Gifts or anything to a particular degree, because, like, well, we only get all the same bracelets because of that. That's fine. Yeah, it's the only thing we get because, I'm not too worried about focusing on status effects, just in general this run. Since we can't get any fusion gifts, right? And yeah, we're not focusing on, like, the actual floor stuff because that's not set up correctly, so we'll just press on. Need to remember to do the defensive thingy. So knowing me, I will forget. Which is not... Alright. That's rude. I'm not, like, that sad about not getting ashes to ashes, but, I don't know, it's still rude. Yeah, this is the order. You're last. We're all level 63 already. I'm kind of curious to see just how far we're going to be able to get the level 2 by just maximizing into it. Because I don't think I've run both level increasing things in the same run yet, on top of the clash power and stuff. Yeah, first turn we go maximum defense. So that's funny. We immediately can get that going. Although we're not actually clashing with it seems. We're going against a defensive skill, but that's fine. Actually, we don't get Dullahan then, right? Because you need to be 15 sanity? No. What am I thinking? Oh no, it needs to be high SP if you want to do the special count. I see, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah, now we can actually play the game normally. To immediately limit more in despair? I feel like we might as well. No reason not to. Okay, yeah, low sanity for this, so it'll do a little bit of damage. Yeah, double tails. That's nice. We'll get some sanity thanks to the after use effect stuff, so that's good. I actually didn't pay attention to what support passives I bring. Is there anything SP healing? I don't think it's anything SP healing. So nothing will, like, mess up Grip Sinclair. If we can get Rags, that could be pretty nice, that's for sure. Maybe if you do some, like, sinking tier 1 fusions for the sake of potentially getting that. Because we do have 2 negative coin units on this team. Very funny stuff. Potentially. Focusing on negative coins up in general. If we can get like the plushie, that could also be funny. That's some funny negative coin synergy. If we can get like even like just like the bridle, that's also negative coin synergy. Stuff like that, right? Yeah, we only need to maximize defensive first turn of each fight, so I guess that does kind of synergize with the new Mirror Dungeon 5 stuff and the fact that like there's less fights overall. So there's less times we need to do that, but not exactly sure. We'll see. We're going to get Lethograph from clearing this floor, so that'll be a little source of healing in case we take too much damage because of our defensive skilling. I'll actually take the cost, I think. Maybe I should have gone for the tier 1 too. Yeah, especially because I didn't get Ashes to Ashes. Might have been a good play. Oh well. Ooh. A Zippo lighter. That's nice. That's solid. Get our resources built up and stuff. Just so we're nice and prepared on that front. God. It's like the middle of December and it's so warm. Truly, truly painful. It is not supposed to be warm at this time of the year, but alas, that's just how it be nowadays. Truly unfortunate. Oh well, we get the horse ready. That's cool. Oh yeah, we can actually do stuff. I was gonna go full defensive again just because I was on autopilot a little bit. Not what we're trying to do here, though, that's for sure. These guys being blunt weak is certainly something for stuff like Crip Sinclair. It is unfortunate Faust is the one who's getting double slotted first because, well, it is base Faust, one of the worst IDs in the game, I'm pretty sure. Potentially the worst, depending on who you ask. Even as far as base IDs go, she's pretty bad. From what I know, right? I already run base IDs too much still, which is a shame. I wish there was more of a reason to run them right. Although I know that, it makes sense why there isn't, yeah. Bonk, cool. We theoretically will trigger NO here, but I think Ryoshu staggered both you guys. Actually, Pierce resist? No, you do. Ryoshu staggering Peel means she can't trigger NO because she needs someone else to be staggering it, so the NO... Actually, you didn't stagger that one. Okay, cool. If whatever we hit on that guy doesn't kill them, we will get NO off then. Yeah, cool, NO. There we go. Got a screw loose. Love to see it. It's just a fun passive. It's a funny thing to try and build around, or not build around, but focus on, I guess, is more so the term I'm looking for. Speaking of that, we should try going for more Tremor stuff, maybe. Burial Curse? I mean, this would go for Heathcliff, but it means only Blunt Skills is skill 3, so nah. We're getting that from floor clear anyways. House skill change is definitely a pass. I think singing tier 1s in general isn't a bad play. Just for the Rags gaming. Oh, speaking of Rags gaming. Shh. Do I really want to enhance it? Maybe. I'd need to sell one of those. Do I don't really want to sell one of those two? Well, Heathcliff's already in a really good spot. That's for sure. Undeniably so. Hard to deny. Defend. I guess the good thing is, like, we don't have too many normal counters. Only one normal counter on this team. So that's nice. Since normal counters are kind of the worst in general, because that's the one that makes you take the most damage. I think it'd be nice because they actually deal damage, right? But, evades prevent being hit entirely, and, guards reduce the amount of damage taken when hit. But counters, you do some damage, but you do just take the hit fully. Not for clashable counters, of course, like Earl Kings. There, it's just chill. I wonder, just, like, we've seen a few people get power counters now, since, you know, Earl King had it at first, and we now have, both Dulcinea Rodion and Sancho Dawn with it. I do wonder if, I do wonder how much predominance power guards are going to have in the future, because so far it's Justify West, and I'm not sure how much more it's going to be on top of that, right? It'll probably be for more people who are very, like, defensive-y, like, that sort of stuff. Wouldn't be surprised if it becomes a common thing with, like, a lot of Western branches of various associations. Since the Western stuff is very, like, medieval in, like, design a lot of the times, I could definitely see something like that being the case. Not necessarily be, like, IDs focused on Ting, the degree of Zwei, since Zwei is the one that really focuses on that. But just having a power counter, or a power guard, just to synergize with that, right? I could see it. I don't know. Who does know? Rock, paper, scissors thing, sure. I'm really sad they haven't changed the event to actually be like a game of rock, paper, scissors where you might just win, you might just lose. I think that would be a lot of fun. Would be a little silly because then yeah, it's completely chance based, but like Voodoo Doll isn't a new gift I'm gonna be that sad about missing, right? I don't know, if they do that they might do like a new I think it'd be funny if they gave it like if they gave that event like 3 new EO gifts, like a blunt one, a slash one, and a pierce one, and like made it so like if you won with the rock, you got the blunt one. If you won with like slash, if you won with like scissors, you got the slash one. And I guess paper would get the pierce one, which I mean, makes some degree if you think of like talisman or something. Talisman Sinclair skill 3 being pierce. I guess that makes enough sense. That's like the one paper attack we have. I don't know. I think that would be funny. But if it was only a chance-based thing, then I could see it being very annoying. But just make it the kind of thing where it's just like a little benefit some of the times. I don't know. Funny events like that would be funny. My bad. Let's try that again. I was not thinking there. Shh. I was too busy talking about the voodoo doll, Abno. I don't even remember. What is her name? Is it just like something girl? Is it like wanna play or something like? It might just be like wanna play or something like that. I don't remember the name of the voodoo doll Abno off the top of my head. It's something like that. I guess I can check. While we're, doing all our defensive stuff, not throwing this time around. There we go. We can get that. Get a lot of skill 3s this turn. Everyone's got a skill 3, actually. Huh. You've only got one skill 3, so that's the one non-skill 3 slot, but that's still fine. Yeah, Will You Play is the name of the Abno, that's right. And then the actual Abno event itself isn't really playing as much as just choosing the middle option and winning. Or I think you lose, but like she's like, oh man, you win or something. And gives it to you anyways, because she doesn't actually know how to play rock, paper, scissors. Whatever it is. I don't know. Still, I'm kind of sad we haven't gotten new Mirror Dungeon of Abnos since Mirror Dungeon 3, right? Like, I mean, if I'm not wrong, we haven't seen a new Abno design, period, since Sandolph, right? The last time we saw a new Abno was Sandolph, which was almost a year ago, right? Because we saw some in Mirror Dungeon 3. I guess if you would count like maybe like various event thingies if you wanted to, I don't know, like Blade Dancer and stuff from the Blade Lineage event, but those aren't abnormalities. Those are weird floor event stuff. We haven't gotten a new abnormality in almost a year. I'm like running that through my head because that sounds insane, right? Like surely I'm forgetting something. Maybe I am if you're considering like the Blade Lineage things or something like that, but which I'm not really considering. Because like Mirror Dungeon 4 didn't have a single new event, and Mirror Dungeon 5 only had new events for old Abnos. Huh. That's kind of sad. Part of the fun of Mirror Dungeon is the new Abnos, Some of them might never get like their chance in the spotlight, but that kind of makes it more interesting. Right? Some Abnos may be nothing more than a random event in a side mode for all of eternity. But it seems like they're going to try and get every Abno like a fight eventually. And that's why they're not adding as many random event ones, which makes sense, yeah. Makes them less special, though. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling about it at this point, right? Not fully sure. Yeah, God. I don't think I'd really clicked how long it's been since a new Abno, though. Yeah, that's sad. Like, I'm being quiet because I'm still trying to figure it out, right? Like, surely there's something I'm forgetting. Surely, oh, we can get Otis another skill 3, that's actually pretty solid. That's not quite enough. I'm not selling that. Oh, we can actually sell these, right? We've got Homeward, that'll be good enough. Let's get you another Daring Decision, more NO triggering gaming, potentially, perchance. Mayhaps. I think I'm right though, because yeah, all of the Kanto 6 and 7 like Battle Pass Abnos were ones already in Mirror Dungeon, not like Silt Current who was new with with Kanto 5. Yeah. I'm just kind of sad now. I don't know. That information really has just kind of like hit me like a truck, right? Speaking of being hit by a truck, I'm really out of it today. Yeah, that's my bad. That's fine. We'll defend this time. At least I'm catching it, like, pretty soon, right? That's good, at least. So there's been times in the past where I just completely threw, like, an entire fight, like, whatever, like, the pre-script was. I, like, just didn't do it at all and didn't realize it until, like, potentially even several fights later sometimes. Which is very in character for me. I'm very out of it when gaming, right? Lost in thought. All alone. Something about the color of the ocean. You get what I mean. Wonderful. Yeah. We'll probably see... I guess we're not going to see a teaser tomorrow, huh? Because assuming Christmas Rerun is going to be, like, next week... And if it's only going to be egos, we've never actually gotten, like, a teaser image for an ego before, like a shadowy teaser thing, so... I doubt they'd do that now, so... Probably just not going to see anything on it until Friday, right? Whatever the beginning of the rerun's going to be. Assumably it's just going to be 2 more holidays, but I don't know, maybe they'll do, like, Christmas instead, right? Rudolta instead of Santolf. Don't know why they would, but... It would be weird to just have 4 entire holidays. Because we don't have a single ego that we've got 4 of yet. We've got a couple egos that we've got 3 of, but not one with 4. So if we do just get 2 more holidays, then Santolf is going to be the Abner that takes the cake for the most egos in the game, which is kind of funny. Why did it go this... I don't know. This is slightly less enemy buff, so we'll take that. I don't really care too much about which of them we actually get, because, oh, we've got 3 refreshes, by the way. Huh. What do we want to go for? What would be funny? Ooh, emotional seduction. There we go. Now that's what I'd call comedy. Is that? Okay, yeah, Rose Hunter, I believe. Maybe we'll go there. Actually, if we're gonna... I don't really want to fight Rose Hunter if I'm just gonna defend a bunch. I'm just gonna get ruptured. Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be fine. But you're gonna be annoying, you know? This is your punishment. This is your just desserts. Defensive skill, defensive skill. Don't forget the defensive skill. Oh. That's a first. Don't know if I've ever encountered this node before, because... Why is this node of all nodes one without music? Knowing how this pattern usually works, chances are music's gonna turn back on, like, normal next turn. Because normally when something like this happens, it's like one of the musics doesn't work, but as soon as you get to, like, the second stage music on turn 3, it starts working normally. Either that or vice versa, right? Sometimes fights will be perfectly fine first 2 turns, and then third turn the music just breaks. No, it's just entirely gone here. Okay. Uh-huh. That's odd. I'd pull out, you know, some good old copyright-free music to play in the background to substitute, but, the enemies are good as dead already, so I do not think it's necessary in the slightest. Well, this guy's still alive, but not for long. Yeah. Even Faust skill 2 is able to do enough damage to kill this guy. That's how weak he is. Like, that's pretty sad. Imagine dying to base Faust skill 2. You gotta be like a different level of bad for something like that to happen to you. Or so I'd say. Oh, Dark Vestige. That's not very good. Oh well. Do you think this is gonna be the exact same fight? It might be. Blunt Weak again. Maybe it'll be the exact same fight the music does play, just to really confuse me. Okay, no, this is a different fight entirely. Defensive skill, almost forgot, but I didn't forget, so therefore, I didn't forget, and that's what matters in the end. Doesn't matter how close you were to forgetting, it just matters if you did or if you didn't, right? And in that case, I'm a victor. Don't call me Victor, because that's not my name. Bars? Question mark? Potentially, perchance. Mayhaps. That may have been too forceful, there's no such thing. Good old Blood Fiend trio. Good old compadres, the Blood Fiend trio. I still haven't actually fought Blood Fiend trio in Mirror Dungeon yet. I feel like did I go to the floor? No, I think I went to the other floor. Have I been to Eternal Procession? I think Eternal Procession is the Blood Fiend trio floor. It's separate from the floor that's got, Barber or Dulcinea as the options, I think. Right? I don't know, I don't think I've actually made it to the boss of either of those floors. I feel like I selected one of them at one point, but didn't make it to the boss because I fought my Form Empties and then was like, you know what, I think that's good for me. Because my Form Empties is just one of those kinds of fights, yeah. I feel like I was logical enough in that decision. Oh, there's Piece of Relationship. You know what I was saying about wondering how far I could take the level this run? We don't have enough Tremor to get Reverberation running, so I'll just sell that. Dark Vestige, sure, we'll just sell that. I don't even think that's quite enough yet. Yeah. Need to sell something else. And that can be Voodoo Doll, yeah. That'll work. Enhance Gifts. Grab another Piece of Relationship to max. Yeah, you can also sell Piece of Relationship now, so that's cool. Assumably it works as intended. I think they changed that this week, right? I think so. Gain another skill too? Sure thing. Slothrez moment. That way we don't have to, like, sell anything else. We could probably sell, like, the reroll ticket thingy. But we're fine either way, right? It's Baba Bongi time. We are going to defend against you like no one's business. Yeah, what level are we, by the way? Yeah, okay. That's a little bit of a high level. If I'm to be honest. Just a little bit. Okay, let's see. Something like that, something like that. Is that good enough? You're getting hit by that? Sure, that's fine. We should probably have Wild Hunt be the one that deals with a strong attack. Since he'd probably be able to win against that. But oh well, we'll have Sinclair just tank it to the best of his ability. He's chilling, yeah. He resists Blunt. He's fine. Oh yeah, we countered you, so you're almost dead, jeez. Okay. We can also Lament Mourn and Despair you now, so that's pretty fun. You've had your little turn of fun where you weren't horribly disfigured and murdered and stuff. This is the turn where we change that. Faust, you try hitting through the evade. You're not going to hit through the evade, but you can try. I think it's funny if you try. Yeah, because I don't know, we don't all need to go all in on that one chicken. Probably could have attacked it a little bit more, but oh well. Your Blunt resists, so that's a little unfortunate for us, but that's fine. I'm not too concerned. We should get decent rolls here. Yeah, we can't put you into the coffin, so we just have to hit you with it, old-fashioned style. That's fine. We've killed one of your allies, so you're doing that now, yeah. Yeah, Memorial Procession that guy because it's a mass attack moment. That should be good. Cool. Daring Decision alone is probably going to do enough to stagger this thing just because it's Daring Decision. You might be Blunt Resist, but okay, it didn't. I think should be easy enough of something for Sinclair to deal with then, because, you know, Lust Week. Yeah, you're gonna do some of that stuff, but that's fine. Not nearly enough. There's the stagger, cool, and then the chicken bucket's been broken, so exactly as many attacks as we needed to. And we should finish everyone off with this. Oh no, we don't have them AoE. For some reason I thought we had enough coffin for the AoE, but I guess we didn't. Right. Yeah. Silly me. Well, we can get NO triggered in case, you know, that happens. Which it's not gonna happen, because Pabangi is just gonna be dead here. Yeah. Cool. That works pretty well, I will say. Pretty well. Alright. I just take the cost problem. Yeah, it's worthwhile. It's funny. We got Carmilla now, though, so that's cool. Weaken some enemies to further degrees. Roll. Roll. I don't even know what I'm looking for here. I'm just rolling for the fun of it. Rolling for the love of the game. Let's go Gluttony. That sounds good. That sounds solid. Huh. I mean, sure. I'll go for it. Fey Lantern, yeah. Might as well. I'd actually look. I should have looked to see if the final boss was also going to be Fey Lantern. Because it would be funny if we ended up doubling up on that. Is it? Okay, 10 enemies. Makes sense. Carmilla makes this really interesting, yeah. How scary, you know, we had one turn where we couldn't do anything. Oh no, the horrors. These guys are Gloom weak, so yeah, death instantly, instantaneously. Okay. Some more, yeah. Did we... Only killed 2, okay. Good to know. Good to know. We can Requiem, yeah, sure. Could get on the horse again, but I don't think there's too much of a need to. These guys shouldn't live for that much longer. And they do resist Glooms. You know, Requiem's not going insane for us or anything, but it's still doing more than enough damage. They may resist it, but it's not enough to save them. Not at all. And we definitely get at least 2 kills here, yeah, so we should be able to get them all on the field, all of them nice and ready. I guess Carmilla did get, like, indirectly debuffed by the whole chain battle thing, just because it is only once per the start of the fight instead of being, like, every new enemy. But I mean, Carmilla is still stupidly strong, so, like, it's really not that big of an issue whatsoever that it got nerfed, because it still, you know, does real funny stuff like that. Oh, we only killed 1 there, okay. That's fine. We've actually got a lot of coffin here, so this should be... I mean, it'll be a 2 attack weight. Yeah, that's decent. Not insane or anything, right? If we have 1 more coffin, which we'll probably get this turn, we could have had a 3 attack weight skill 2, which would have been solid as well, but... I guess it doubled up the same target. That's fine. He also didn't get a kill because of that. That's also fine. Means he didn't get a coffin. That's fine. We are exploding mermaids, you know. One of my favorite activities. Mermaid exploding. It's quite an enjoyable process.
방금의 일격은 매우 좋았습니다. 제가 만약 도시에서 야구 선수가 되어 홈런을 날렸더라면 이런 기분이지 않았을까 싶군요.
Nice. And kill that one. Okay, cool. We are chilling. Now we just get some events, and then we fight Fey Lantern, who should be pretty easy. Only defending turn 1 against Fey Lantern is, like, slightly annoying. But only slightly. It's not that big of a deal. One of you guys can probably do this. Darn. No funny thing for us. That's fine. We don't need it. Oh, fairy long legs. In the long-legged flesh.
사냥을 위해서라면
따라갈 준비는 끝났습니다.
And yeah. Time to defend. Time to let Faust get whacked. It's only one attack weight right now, yeah. Yeah. It increases attack weight each turn, though, so it can get vaguely annoying eventually, theoretically. That's fine.
목을 내놓고 있도록.
Now we can definitely brutally, deal with you.
어버이의 자비와 포용력을 상징하는 것 아니겠어?
Yeah, that should be good enough. We're just spamming skill once, but that is more than enough. This fairy has no HP. Fairy has no brain cells. Sinclair might corrode if we're not careful. He's getting a little close for comfort.
끝나면 꼭 출구에서 상품을
But we could just skill 2 with him, so I don't see any reason not to just keep on pushing our luck. Yeah? Because, I mean, it's fun to push your luck. It's very fun. He loses 10 sandy from this, right? So he definitely corrodes next turn? Yeah, okay. And he's got 9 2 equipped, I think, so he'll corrode into that. Which is definitely somewhat annoying. That's fine, that's part of the fun. I mean, Phalanx is weak to Lust, right? I don't remember, how does 9-2 targeting work? Does it have special targeting? I don't know, well, body's broken, we should be able to kill you next turn no matter what. Oh. It went for Zane instead, okay. Well, that's pretty fine. Targets randomly, okay. Yeah, that's very much dealable then. Yeah, I know it's like, it's weighted to prioritize higher rarity egos, but it's still pretty likely to go for lower ones. Oh. I guess that works, sure. Because we killed the target, he didn't use the ego. And because it's like wasn't a special targeting system, then it didn't like redirect into someone else. Yeah, okay. I'll roll with that. Works for me. Ooh, contract. You can sell a Tree Snare for that. Oh wait, no, I bought that already. Don't know what I'm thinking. I'm a little out of it. It's like a little past midnight right now for me. I'm recording this a little bit, at an odd timing, you could say. This is Fairy Gentleman, so should be simple enough. Oh no, not defending turn 1, what a horror. Can we actually defend against that? I assume we can, right? Oh, that's the wrong one. I mean this one. Yeah, we can. Still targeting the same person. Let's see. We'll just think that. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Power counter gaming. Get some sandy up on you since your sandy's pretty bad. Thanks to being, since thanks to last fight being in Dullahan for a few turns without actually getting to skill 3 to, like, get your sandy back up. What are we going all in? All in on the arm, probably? Yeah. Use some, like, baby skills on... I wouldn't even need to use baby skills. We can just accept it. It's Fairy Gentleman, right? Like, what is Fairy Gentleman going to do to us? Answer is nothing. We should be able to trigger NO here, as long as Rodion isn't the one... Or, no, as long as Ryoshu isn't the one who gets the stagger, which... she actually might be, because she's hitting a weakness. Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. Not getting great NO value, are we? That's a shame. If anyone else had gotten that stagger, then we would have gotten the NO off. It doesn't really matter too much. I don't know why I'm so fixated on getting the NO off. I think it's just because I find it funny. And that's enough of a reason for me, right? We're getting hit a bit. You're healing up a bit. That's fine. I'm not concerned in the slightest. Okay, you're going for that attack, that's fine. Daring decision. Love you, Clash. Yeah, might as well. Might as well.
행동을 개시합니다.
가둘 수 없다면 직접 후회를 새겨주세요.
방금의 일격은 매우 좋았습니다.
Yeah, you're gonna run a Tremor here, which doesn't really make that big of a difference to me, since we're not really leaning into the Tremor too much. We started with Tremor Yugis, but haven't really done too much with them. But that's fine. We should be able to kill you before you do funny strong attack turn. Because I think it's not next turn, but the turn after that, right? Turn 5 is when you do that. If I'm not mistaken. Because you have 2 turns to deal with the soda, and then, or not the soda, why am I saying soda? The fairy wine. And then, the action occurs, as they say. Yeah, we can do some solid damage to this turn. Memorial Procession does not gain attack weight. Yeah, darn. Only 3 coffin. Not quite enough for what I want. Maybe we had, like, Requiem to the Fairy Wine last turn. Would have been very overkill, though, and, not super worth it. Okay, Fairy Gentleman does die here, though, so that's good. Gadget revealed, and down you go. Cool. Final floor time. Which floor are we going for? That's the question. IDK is the answer, in case you're wondering what the answer to the question is. Alright, you're bad. 30% more max HP for enemies. That's fine. We go Nelly. I feel like I've been going Nelly too much recently. Let's go for a bit more variety. I feel like I've been going for that floor a fair bit. Gotten Barber a few times. What's something that I feel like I haven't gone for in a while? I guess Pride floor, but I don't know. Port floor, I feel like I've gone for that a few times recently. A major time recently, at least, yeah. Gloom? Gloom's weird. We'll do it. I think neither of those fights are particularly interesting, but I think that's kind of interesting on its own, right? The lack of interest makes it interesting, and that's also Gleppo, so yeah, not particularly interesting, but that's fine. Sinclair will probably corrode or something. He tends to do that. Smoking wires. And blunt weak fights. Blunt weak fight on Gloom floor, Encore or something? Are Encore super gloomy? I'm not even fully sure. Oh, it's Talisman, people. This is the Gloom floor. This is the... It's not Gloom weak, it's for the floor of enemies that use Gloom. What's the game plan there? Also, why are these guys... Do these guys not show up as a Gloom weak node? I assume it's just because they have not changed it. Like, since Mirror Dungeon 2, and they just had it simple back then, right? Something like that. I don't know. It's certainly something, though. That's for sure. Oh, right. Sorry, I got so confused by the, lack of Gloom on this Gloom floor enemy node. That's 3 times I've had to restart the fight because I was not paying attention first turn. That's okay. These guys are gonna do, like, nothing first turn, so, like, I'm not super concerned. It's just red cheat guys, right? They're just kind of there, yeah. Like, that guy's already, like, we're gonna kill this guy with Lament More and Despair. Like, absolutely maim them. Like, this guy's getting coffined so hard that we don't even get the second coin off. Yeah, 173 of the first coin alone. That's what Blunt and Gloom weakness does to someone. They get coffined. Wild Hunt's Wild Ride, eh? So Wild Ride, this Passage of Fate. And yeah, more reinforcements. This is everyone, though, so if we can kill them all here, then we're golden. I don't think we'll kill them all this turn. Maybe we will. We should be able to get NO off here this turn, and, like, actually this time, right? Since someone other than Rodion's, or, nah, other than Ryoshu is definitely guaranteed to get, a stagger, yeah? Does it get wasted if you stagger an enemy and then kill them in the same hit? It might, actually. I'm not fully sure. I don't really use NO that much. I think it's a really cool gimmick. It's on a unit that you like never actively use though, so that kind of ruins some of the fun. Okay, let's see. You'll get the stagger here probably, right? Do we get the NO off? Okay, we still do. Okay, cool. So it doesn't get wasted until it actually gets a chance to be used. That's good to know. Daring decision. You're low. You're dead. And it's just a couple stagger guys. I guess you're not staggered. Not yet. This is 3 attack weight though, so that's gonna be fun. Assuming it hits all of them, which it... Oh, it actually did. I thought it didn't for a second there. Yeah. That's pretty nice. And it staggered the one guy who was unstaggered, and is the only survivor. And... Deviate Rodion Gaming. I do like Deviate Rodion a fair bit. I've accepted, like, you just can't... If you look at her as a Rupture unit, you're not going to vibe with what she's got going on at all. But if you instead look at her as, like, just being, like, a solid damage dealer, she's pretty fun, you know? Does some funny damage, has to leave eventually. Taikyu. I mean, these guys actually do have Gloom, so you know what? That's fair. You guys can stay. No clue why, like... Was it the... It wasn't even the revived... Was it the revived ones? I wasn't actually paying attention. I think if it was the revived Red Cheek guys, I think they might have some Gloom skills. I don't remember. Like, I don't think anyone ever remembers the differences between the normal and the revived versions. I know they've got, like, the weird status effect that, like, is, like, SP damage or sinking or something. I don't remember the specifics. Maybe they've mixed up and meant to put in, like, the other Red Sheet node, like the revived Red Sheet node instead of the normal Red Sheet node. I could see it being something like that. I don't know. There's so many different Mirror Dungeon floors, and they've all got their own varied pools of, shenanigans to each and every one of them, so it can happen, right? It can happen. Requiem. Cool. These Taikyu guys are going through the ringer, that's for sure. Which, I mean, they're probably kind of chill with being put through the ringer, right? Because they like all the weird gory stuff, and like being like ringed out probably falls into that category. What was that? Sinclair. You gotta try at least a little harder than that, alright? I know you're super sad and all, but like, you should be doing better because you're sad, not doing worse. Jeez, kids these days don't even know how to roll tails when, you know, their family has been, like, brutally murdered and, like, their house burnt down and, like, their life shattered before them. Really says a lot about society or something. Probably. I don't know, I'm not a dentist, I wouldn't know. Nice, NO Gaming. And you've still got some skill 2s on top of that. Look at her go. What a funny unit. I wish we had a more, like, solid Sloth Res team, just so I could get a team that triggers NOs, like, consistently. Like, Tremor can get some good Sloth stuff off, but, like, it's mostly egos that actually get benefits for it, for the most part. And there's a good reason why we're probably like never gonna get like solid Sloth Resin stuff, and that's because Yisong Sun Shower is stupid. I think that's a pretty safe thing to say. Certainly something else. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Cool. Otis skill change, another one, sure thing. Fine by me. Anything else we want? I'll take a Illusory Hunt. That sounds quaint. And you know what? I'll take the Devil's Share. Not because I actually not because I actively gain any benefits from it, but just for the fun of it. And what level are we? Level 67. Yeah, we're a little high leveled. But we can fully defend this first turn, as one does.
타당한 의견이시.
Bum, 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 ba, bum. Let's see. Question is, do we get funny skill 3 next turn? Because if so, we could do a lot to one of those eyes. And that would be pretty funny. Especially because if we do so, then there's a decent chance that... I mean, depending on how the ordering goes and stuff, it's a decent chance Heath gets one of Corrodes instead. Probably not, though. Yeah, even Lament Mourn in Despair. Let's see, what are we feeling? Going all in on Left Eye here? Good old Lefty. Slaying for Left Eye, in case you're wondering. And I know you are. You're always wondering, aren't you? I see you with that wondering, you know, look. Those Wondering Heights. That's like Wuthering Heights if it was, like, awesome. They'd be, like, thinking instead of, like, being, like, rich. I think that sounds delightful. Yeah, that did a lot to the eye. Okay, Left Eye is already broken. Okay, Sinclair's corroding. That's nice.
말하자면 통닭에서 닭다리 하나가 뜯어내지
Lament Mourn in Despair.
볼 필요 없으셨다는 뜻이죠.
Yeah, it does a little bit of damage. Only a little bit, though. Solid 500. You know, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And we do get off the horse for that, though. Now you're doing this. You can either hit those two, or you can hit those two. You're weak to it, so this is probably safer. Yeah, that works. That checks out. You want to just break the other eye, just for fun? You know what? I think that sounds delightful. I would love to break the other eye with you. Wow. How heartwarming. This is just like Kanto 6, the heartwarming. I don't know, it isn't obvious that it's approximately 12:28 at night. It sure is. Okay, there we go. Other eye broken. No eyes for you. It's like no eyes from the hit game Hollow Knight if it was a frog instead of a... whatever type of bug no eyes was supposed to be. I don't even remember. I'm just speaking.
방금의 일격은
190 HP left. We would get the chance to punch you in the gut, but because we're just going to kill you here, we're not going to get the chance to.
기분이지 않았을까 싶군요.
And I think that's beautiful, really. Sometimes you just stab, you know, a thingy-ma-what's-it into a frog's eye so hard it combusts before you have the chance to punch it. And I think that's a lesson everyone needs to really familiarize with themselves, just to really make it in this world, you know? It's a cruel place. You need this sort of info. Yeah, he did a bit of damage. Just a little bit, you know? Forcing myself to actually use Dullahan every fight. Yeah, it definitely helps out a bit. Otherwise, I kind of tend to forget sometimes, especially when I'm on autopilot mode. So it works out, it helps. It certainly does. Oh, we get a pass mission here. Oh. I forgot to claim my dailies when I did my dailies. You know, that happens, from time to time. Definitely happens. But yeah. You're not even max level, what? Huh. I mean, it doesn't matter here. It really doesn't matter here because, I mean, it was normal, so levels were normal, but how have I not brought you to max level? You know what? That's good enough. Perfect. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!